May 6, 2021, during a 24-hour period, the 5 bright planets and the Moon are visible. Before sunrise this morning, Saturn, Jupiter, and the crescent Moon are lined up in the southeast. After sunset, brilliant evening star Venus is visible after sunset. As the sky darkens, Mercury, then Mars, appears in the western sky. Chart caption: 2021, May 6, the crescent Moon, Jupiter, and Saturn are lined up in the southeast an hour before sunrise. By Jeffrey L. Hunt. Chicago, Illinois, sunrise, 5:40 a.m. CDT, sunset, 7:55 p.m. CDT. Check local sources for sunrise and sunset times for your location. During the next 24 hours, look for the Moon and the 5 bright planets. The planetary quintet is visible each morning and evening for most of the month before Mercury disappears back into the Sun's brilliance. Morning sky. An hour before sunrise, the crescent Moon, 25% illuminated, is low in the east-southeast, 8.0 degrees above the horizon. Bright Jupiter is nearly 19 degrees to the upper right of the lunar slice. Jupiter is the brightest star in the morning sky. It is nearly 20 degrees up in the southeast, about the same distance above the horizon that the Moon is from the Jovian giant. Saturn is nearly 16 degrees to the upper right of Jupiter. The ringed wonder is brighter than all the stars in the immediate area, except for Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn are slowly moving eastward compared to the starry background. Jupiter is moving eastward in Aquarius. Saturn, in Capricornus, is slowing to begin its retrograde motion next week. Retrograde motion is an illusion from our faster moving home world catching and moving past a slower moving outer planet. Saturn appears to be moving eastward, then it slows, and it begins to move westward for a time compared to the stars. After a period of time, the planet begins its eastward motion again. Before the invention of the telescope and sensitive measures to demonstrate Earth's revolution around the Sun, the cause of retrograde motion was the cosmological problem of our ancestor scientists. Evening sky. Chart caption: 2021, May 6, 30 minutes after sundown, brilliant Venus and Mercury are visible in the west-northwest. Use a binocular to initially locate them. After sunset, brilliant Venus is low in the west-northwest after sunset. With a binocular, begin looking at 30 minutes after sunset. The planet is about 4 degrees above the horizon. Can you see it without the binocular's assistance? Mercury is visible through a binocular at this time interval after sunset. Read more about Venus in our summary document. Chart caption: 2021, May 6, 45 minutes after sunset, 3 planets are visible. Find a clear horizon to see Venus. 15 minutes later, the speedy planet is 9 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Venus is still visible if you have a good view of the natural horizon. At this time, Mars is visible over 30 degrees to the upper left of Mercury. The chart above shows the brighter stars visible with the planetary trio. For those interested in viewing and identifying stars visible during this phase of twilight, the detailed notes include what to see. Here's more about Mercury during May 2021. Chart caption: 2021, May 6, 1 hour after sunset, Mars is in the western sky, beneath Castor and Pollux, 3.4 degrees above Tehat posterior, Mu Gem, and 2.0 degrees to the lower right of Mebsutta, Epsilon Gem. By 1 hour after sundown, Mercury is over 6 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. Mars' starry background, Gemini, is easier to see. The red planet is under Castor and Pollux, the twins, near the feet. This evening Mars is 3.4 degrees above Tehat posterior, the heel, Mu Gem on the chart, and 2.0 degrees to the lower right of Mebsutta, the outstretched paw of the lion, Epsilon Gem. Mars is marching eastward along the plane of the solar system that runs diagonally from the lower right corner of the chart to upper left. During the next few weeks Mars moves beneath Castor and Pollux, ending the month to the lower left of Pollux. Here's more about Mars during 2021. Tomorrow morning the daily planet parade continues. The Moon is visible a little closer to sunrise. Detailed note: 1 hour before sunrise, bright Jupiter, m equals -2.3, is nearly 19 degrees up in the southeast. It is 1.3 degrees to the upper left of Iota Acher. The crescent Moon, 24.6d, 25%, 8.0 degrees above the east-southeast horizon, is nearly 19 degrees to the lower left of Jupiter. Saturn is nearly 16 degrees to the upper right of Jupiter and 0.8 degrees to the right of Theta Cap. 30 minutes after sunset, Venus is about 4 degrees up in the west-northwest. Mercury is 7.9 degrees to the upper left of Venus. 45 minutes after sunset, Mercury is nearly 9 degrees above the west-northwest horizon. This speedy planet passes 8.0 degrees to the upper right of Gamma Tauri, Gamma Tau, m equals 3.6, the star at the bottom of the V of Taurus, made by Aldebaran and the Hyades star cluster. Also note that Mercury is below a line from Aldebaran, Alpha Tau, m equals 0.8, that extends through Epsilon Tauri, Epsilon Tau, m equals 3.5. The planet is 6.0 degrees to the lower right of Epsilon Tau. Use a binocular to spot the star field. 1 hour after sunset, Mercury is still over 6 degrees up in the sky. Mars is over 1/3 of the way up in the west as it moves toward the Castor and Pollux. It is 3.4 degrees above Mu Gem and 2.0 degrees to the lower right of Epsilon Gem. Read more about the planets during May 2021. 2021, May 5, evening lineup, Venus, Mercury, Mars. May 5, 2021, brilliant Venus, Mercury, and Mars are visible in the western sky after sunset. Venus is visible low in the west-northwest about 30 minutes after sunset. By 45 minutes after sundown, Mercury is visible to the brilliant planet's upper left. Mars is easily visible an hour after the sun sets, about 1/3 of the way up in the west, in front of the stars of Gemini. 2021, May 5, morning lineup, Moon, Jupiter, Saturn. May 5, 2021, the crescent moon, bright Jupiter and Saturn line up in the southeast before sunrise. 1 hour before sunup, the moon is low in the sky with bright Jupiter to its upper right. Saturn is to the upper right of Jupiter. Jupiter is brighter than all the stars in the sky. Saturn is brighter than the stars in the immediate region after the Jovian giant. 2021, May 4, moon near Jupiter, Saturn. May 4, 2021, this morning the moon is near Jupiter and Saturn before sunrise. Look about an hour before sunup. Bright Jupiter is to the upper left of the thick lunar crescent, while Saturn is to the upper right. 2021, May 4, brilliant evening star Venus, Mercury, Mars. May 4, 2021, this morning the moon is near Jupiter and Saturn before sunrise. Look about an hour before sunup. Bright Jupiter is to the upper left of the thick lunar crescent, while Saturn is to the upper right. May 4, 2021, 3 planets are visible after sunset. Brilliant Venus is low in the west-northwest after sundown. Mercury is above Venus. It is visible lower as the sky darkens. As night falls, Mars is over 1/3 of the way up in the west, under Castor and Pollux, the Gemini twins. 2021, May 3, evening star Venus, Mercury, Mars. May 3, 2021, 3 bright planets are visible after sunset. Brilliant Venus is low in the west-northwest, with Mercury to its upper left. As the sky darkens further, a binocular reveals that speedy Mercury is to the lower left of the Pleiades star cluster. Mars is visible in a darker sky in Gemini, below Castor and Pollux.